Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. Got some information coming out of Wall Street right now. The PMI index was just released. The numbers for the beginning of October, it's not looking good at all. But before I talk about that, let's talk about what the PMI is. The PMI stands for Purchasing Managers Index, and it's an index of the direction in which, let me get these notes real quick. I got two sets of notes. So I get to give you the real version. The Purchasing Managers Index is an index of the prevailing direction of economic trends in the manufacturing and services sector, okay? Now that we got all that out, here's the real notes, okay? So today's the numbers came out today and they're looking abysmal. And the reason why is, once again, we're seeing a trend of these are the numbers, this is what we're expecting. Even though we're expecting it to be lower, it's even lower than lower. It's like, this is where it was, this is where we expect it to be. Yep, I know, recession's coming. Shh, recession's already here. But then it comes in here and they're like, we didn't expect that. I know, because you don't get it. You don't have your cardboard notes. You haven't been investing long enough. Most of these guys went to school, college. They can't even, buy their own car cash. They're financing everything. They have no concept of what economics is. But hey, guess what? You're supposed to take advice from them. Don't take advice from me. I'm just a dude with a bro hawk, a dream, hold on, and McDonald's coffee. I don't know crap. All right, here we go. So, U.S. PMIs plunged into contraction. Remember, we've been seeing that word. I've been talking about a lot. Contraction. Like when everything was like big and strong. Now it's small and little, and tiny. It's contracting. This is what the economic future is going to be like for us for just a little bit, maybe a couple of years. Then as it contracts and gets smaller, because the consumers are, I ain't buying that. No, I ain't buying that. I'm just getting smaller and smaller. And then companies have less and less, and then they go out of business. And then we start the whole cycle over again after a good old-fashioned economic collapse. And that's when you guys are going to make the most amount of money, okay? So it plunged into contraction. In early October, new orders were the weakest since the, whatever happened in that year 2020. I can't say it out loud because they'll stop me. And then you were like, you got a little master lock, to lock the door, and then you laid it down. You see my special ninja-like words. Now, if you haven't clicked off yet, you're a totally different type of special. And I just mean it because you're gonna kill it. All right, here we go. U.S. manufacturing, the number is 14.9%, which was contraction, below the 51.0 expected, which was down from the prior session of 52. Okay, so they expected it. It was 52. Yeah, okay. The economy's good, but not so good. It was 52. It's gonna be 51. No, it's actually lower than that. Like what? I know. Your degree failed you today. U.S. services were at 46.6, which is contraction, below the 49.5 expected. Now that, they actually expected it to be higher, okay? They actually expected it to be higher, and it was much, much lower because the prior number for that was 49.3. So they actually expected that to grow a little bit, go from 49.3 to 49.5. They're like, no, it's 46. Sorry if I scared you if you're on the road. Squirrel. Point being is that that one they actually expected. U.S. services, they're like, hey, the economy, we're opened up. We're opened up for business. Things are happening. You're going to want to go get some services. You're going to grow a little bit. Nope, we're slamming you down too. Crazy. These guys are always wrong. It's like Jim Cramer on CNBC. New orders fell back into contraction territory following a marginal expansion in September. The decrease in client demand was solid and the sharpest since May of 2020. Now think about that. The client demand, the decrease in it was so solid. It was so legitimate, so real, so evident that you're looking at not seeing these numbers since May of 2020, when you didn't have a choice not to buy. You stayed at home, and I guess unless you're on Amazon like crazy or QVC. Who shops on QVC anymore? But I mean, those are legit down numbers right there. Now, Chris Williams, if you don't know who he is, because I mean, honestly, who knows who that guy is? He's the chief economist at S&P Global Market Intelligence. So he is a super smart dude. He's like the smart dude of the smart dudes, right? Chief economist. I am the chief guy that doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about. He went to, he's got lots of certificates. His quote is this: the U.S. economic downturn gathered significant momentum in October, while confidence in the outlook also deteriorated sharply. You know, what's really impressive about economists, they're worse than weather people. Because at least weather people, a weatherman or a weather lady, you know, I only said those two terms. It's because they're actually trying to tell you the future. They're out there busting their butt in front of that green screen, you know, sweating bullets that they're going to point the right direction where those clouds are going to go. And they're actually trying to tell you, hey, this is where it's going in the future. In the next 3 days, I expect this cloud to be over here, right? An economist does the absolute wrong thing. They go, you got the numbers for me today? I just finished my latte and got out of my BMW 17 series. Do you have the numbers for me? Hand them to me. Oh, they look like crap. Okay. So today, the numbers look like crap. Yesterday they were higher, now they're lower. All they do is tell you the crap they were handed. That's all they do. This is crazy. And we're supposed to take financial advice from them. Well, I guess, who's the idiots now? So the point being is that he just told you exactly what happened. The downturn was significant. It was very significant. It was ultra significant. You know, use bigger words for me. I mean, I expect more vowels out of you, you know, if you went to school like that. All right. Another quote he said, October also saw a steep drop in demand for goods. Well, no duh. I actually read it myself as the PMI data came out right across the ticker. Weird. He also said firms are cutting back sharply on their input buying to prepare for lower output in coming months. Now that right there is the only thing worth anything right now. And this is why companies understand that right now they are selling less things. Their costs are going up, so they have to charge more, and the people are going, what the heck are you, why would I buy that crap now? It's expensive. It's getting more expensive. It's like buying a vehicle at 30 or 40,000 over MSRP. Have you lost your mind? Only logic would dictate that I'm just going to wait a little bit, and you're going to have to lower those prices because no one's going to step in. The greater fool theory actually is ending now because the greater fool doesn't even have any extra money. He's paying more for food and Hot Pockets. I'll pick that up. Point being is this, guys, this is solid data that you need to reaffirm exactly what you already feel. The economy is in a downturn and is going to be the mother of all downturns, the mother of downturns, because we know that we are in a 50 and 100 year, we're actually in a 100-year cycle, and things are going from bad to worse to ultra worst. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, chief economist. That's a term you need to use. All right, guys, that being said, I thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.